What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since my last video. That's because nothing new came in, so I had a lot more time focusing on my business, which is good. But today we are going to be taking a look at the 1/4 scale Venom transformation by Ascent Studio. This one is painted by Golf Studio right here in Bangkok. As you may know, there's so many talented painters here in Thailand, and I am very proud of that. So shout out to Ascent Studio for sending me this piece to review. Now let's get it. Venom is one of my favorite characters in Marvel Comics. What's your favorite? Let me know down in the comment. Just to let you know, this is just a prototype, so nothing is certain yet. And you can tell right now that it's inspiration by XM Studios' Hulk transformation, which Eddie and Venom has a separate base, and you can connect it in front of each other if you like. So let's check out Eddie Brock first. All right, let's check out the base. This is a sewer base. You can see here there's a pipeline right in the front, and this clear resin as the sewer water. You can see where it's connected to Venom base. The base here is pretty good, doesn't take up way too much room. Eddie is standing right on top of the concrete right here, and just the prototype, you see this little piece sticking out from his pants. This actually is supposed to be a symbiote, and this one, I think it just messed up from the factory. It looks like a metal coming out from him, so that's going to be fixed. And one thing I want to point out, I'm not sure whether it's a prototype or not, but the shoes came separate, which you have to connect it inside the pants. It doesn't, I don't know, it's not that stable, so hopefully the production will be different, because it's pretty hard. Here, see, I'm kind of struggling with it already, but once you have it on, the weight of it, it's just gonna, push everything down, and it's not gonna lean on anything that I know yet. I had this for like a month already, so no problem on there. But let's check out the details on the boot here that he has on. Very shiny. You can see a lot of details in it. Great job on that, man. And the pants, also the patterns looks very, very well done. Look just like real pants. Whoa, more like jeans, really. Okay, there's a lot of creases, a lot of dirts in it because he is in the sewer, makes sense. And he starts to transform himself right about the knee area and up. Symbiote's coming out, and you can see it's not just flat. You can see the depth of the symbiote transforming. It's very good. Coming up to the belt buckle right here. These are all sculpted by the way. Just look at that, man. Very nice job on the paint, Peacock. And the back here, you can kind of tell the symbiote is just wrapping itself around. You see more depth in it, and you can kind of see the blue highlight very clearly. That's very cool. And with all the symbiote parts, they came separate. So, there's a little peg you have to put in. I mean, it looks really good, man. It just gives more depth to the piece. Looks like it's alive, basically. I really like that. The detail, like especially in the skin, you can see the vein. Zoom in. Very nice, man. Very nice job on that. I really like the way the symbiote just kind of wrapping itself around, man. Just look very dynamic, like he's really changing into it. This one came with 3 different portraits, and here is just Eddie being Eddie. He's angry, he's about to transform into Venom. This one, he's already transforming half of his face into Venom. Very nice, dynamic. The grin pose right here, the tongue coming out. Very nice paint job as well. The detail on the teeth are very nice. Like it's sloppy with saliva inside, you can tell. And even the eyes, I kind of like that purple hint of highlight in it. Very nice. This one is probably my favorite out of the three because he got his mouth open and you can, I don't know, can you see the teeth is transforming as well from human to Venom. That's very nice, and the eyes are all blacked out. So this one is like the last stage before he became Venom. Very nice, man. And Eddie here, he's having the pose like he's about to lunge forward. He's about to turn into Venom. Moving on to Venom, he shared the exact same base, just more elements in it, and it's a lot bigger. And this metal piece right here in the front, basically it just separates Eddie from Venom. If you want a connected base, just put Eddie right here. You can see the key here. If not, this one will just cover the key and just make it a separate base. Here in the back, you see the bricks. I think it could have been better. I mean, there's some watermarks, which is pretty cool, but I really do like this paint right here. I'm not sure it's supposed to be sewer water in the back, but the structure looking very nice, all worn. Some more bricks. And another clear resin for the sewer water. You can see some droplet marks right here. A couple more bricks in the water and where Venom is standing in. I really love the color of the green in here. Check out his feet, man. It's pretty big and you can clearly see the blue highlight in it. Everything is glossy. It has a lot of depths in it. The symbiote everywhere, maybe a little too much. The muscular legs, everything is just over exaggerated for Venom here. The details on the arm is just awesome. I mean, symbiotes everywhere. I really like the fingernails. When it's not all black, you can kind of tell. The tip of it is brown. Here, move to the back, where you can see the symbol, and it is very dirty. It has a lot of spots in it. Couple of blue veins running through. That's pretty good. I'm glad it's not all white. There's a lot of brown and dirts in it. You can see this big ass symbiote just in the back here, coming out of it. Same on this arm right here. Oh, this one came out. Okay, here we go. All right, so the symbiote that you see here, they are all separate, so you have to peg it in, which makes it look more dynamic, and you can see the blue highlight clearly right here. Same details on the other arm, hand. The symbol on his chest here is pretty big and it's bulging out from underneath, and it's in one piece. I really like that, just keep it more depth, and the color is not too white, it's more like off-white with a lot of dirts in it. Looks really good, man. Now all the symbiote just different. Every single one has its own mind, just kind of going out everywhere. Like this piece. They all come in separate piece. Very nice to keep that dynamic look to Venom. And Venom come with 3 head sculpt as well. Check out the first one. This one is closed mouth. Again, very nice paint, very nice sculpt. But this is probably my least favorite. Check out the one I have on. This is one. The eye is a little bit smaller, but he has the open mouth, and you can see inside, very nice detail on the teeth, the gum, the saliva, everything, the tongue, very nice. Really like that. Now, moving on to this one. I'm not sure what's going on with this. It came like this in a box, and I tried to put it together, but I just couldn't. But let's just check out the details inside. Very nice as well. And too bad, because this is probably my favorite head between the 3. You can see more details in the eyes. It's the biggest eyes right here. And the tongue is more dynamic. Very nice paint once again. So I tried to put it on. There's a key inside. But once I put it on, I can't really get this piece to go in. It's very weird, man. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get it inside. I tried every which way, doesn't work. Like here, I can get this in by itself without the tongue, but once I try to put the tongue in, I'm risking of breaking everything. You know, I don't want to mess up the teeth. Like even the bottom jaw, if I were to put that on last, it's very hard as well, man. Here, put this on together first, and I try to put it in at the same time, and nope. See? So I can't really show you this one. I don't know how to put it on, and I just don't want to risk breaking it, but otherwise it looks pretty cool. Okay, let's put Eddie right in front of Venom. There we go. Fits perfectly, but there's going to be a little bit seam line. I don't think it matters. Put the head on. There. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's get the dimension going. Start from the height to the top of this symbiote. It is at 29 inches or about 74 centimeters. Also, if you don't have enough room, you just don't have to put this piece in. And the length, it's around 21 inches or about 54 centimeters. And the depth, it is going to be about 18.5 inches or about 47 centimeters with Eddie Brock, but without him, it is going to be about the same. With the right arm coming out right here, it's almost the same as the base on Eddie Brock.
You don't even read to
All right, now I'm gonna give my thought on this piece. Now I think it is a very cool concept and also a very nice paint job by Golf Studio. And I am going to be comparing it with the XM Studios Hulk transformation later on, so stay tuned for that. For the base, I think it's pretty good. I really do like this clear resin and the color of it looks very nice, especially when the light shine right next to it. And the detail on Eddie, I think is awesome. I probably like Eddie better than the Venom altogether. The shoe is pretty nice. It's a bit shiny for me. But other than that, everything else that you see here, I really do like. It's very dynamic and it can be a standalone. That's the way I like it. The one bad thing though, with having 3 different portraits, you're gonna have the seam line right here and it's pretty clear. So that's about the only downfall, especially on this Eddie Brock head. You can see it clearly. On the transformation head, it's a little bit better, but you're still going to be seeing the seam line. Not as bad as Eddie. But the details right here on the transformation looks very, very good, man. Oh, I just love the portrait. Especially this one where has the blackout eye. Oh man, this is the best. This is what I would go for all day, right here. Just having this as a standalone, I think it's worth it. Look at that. And the way the symbiote's coming out of him, just make it look so dynamic, just by himself. Very nice, man. The details on the body, in the skin, the veins, everything, superb. So Eddie Brock here, definitely I approve. As for the connected base, I think it works, but also I think Eddie is a little bit too close to Venom. Maybe they could have made it a little bit longer for Venom and for Eddie to have a smaller base. I don't think I mind that at all. The elements on the base, I mean, it's pretty good, but as a prototype, I'm not sure. Like this piece right here doesn't really sit all the way in the key. I think it was supposed to be something better than what you see here. But other than that, the detail of it looks very good. Like I said before, man, like the paint right down here, really love it. The bricks need some more work, I believe. Otherwise, the elements on everything here, it's fine. All right, to Venom himself, it's a good concept, but I think the pose of Venom doesn't really work that much here. I prefer him standing up straight or, you know, have the arms up, like transforming, or in the same pose as Eddie. Right now, he's just a little crouched over. Doesn't look too intimidating to me. For the skin texture, it's not really for me here. It's a little bit too much of on a realistic take. I prefer like more of the comics and smoother skin. But other than that, if you like this, that's cool. There's a lot of details in it and everything. There's still a lot of good thing about it. Especially like the symbol here, I really do like. This is the way I picture my Venom to have. Same as the back. Details on the back is actually better than the front. I really like that. And you can see the detail of the slime right here where the white part is at. You can't, I mean, it's all over the place, but you can't really see it underneath the blue. So very nice attention to details on that. The symbiote makes it really dynamic. It's just pointing out everywhere from the body, which you're gonna see some seam, like the back here. But to me, it's not a big deal, man. This is probably my favorite one. I just like having different strand of symbiote coming out, one smaller than the other. Just look really good there. The one in the front here, not so much. The portrait is very well done. Again, very detailed. You're gonna see the seam line as well, but you can't really see it that much because of the black tone and the very dark blue. And this one, not my favorite. I prefer the tongue sticking out more like this. So the red here just kind of break up everything from the blue. I kind of like that. And the way they did the saliva, I really love that, man. Very nice on the portrait. I'll switch this in. Oh, put this in without a tongue. There we go. This is actually my favorite portrait out of the three. And it's looked very, very cool. Could be better with the tongue though. And I'm glad that Venom here is just one big piece without the head sculpt and the symbiote, so it's pretty easy to assemble. I really like that about it. All right, so I got the Hulk transformation right here next to the Venom transformation, and you can compare the size. They are about the same, even though I think Venom is a little bit bigger, bulkier. He is supposed to be like about 6'3" in the comics, while Hulk should be about 7'8" or something like that. Hulk here is pretty much kind of down on his knee a little bit, so he should be a lot bigger. As far as the mass, he is a little bit under scale here, that you can see the difference. The Banner, I think he is a lot bigger than Eddie Brock over here. Even though he is down on his knees, you can just tell the difference right away. But when they are next to each other, I think it looks pretty good overall. Other than one being very comics, the other one is more realistic. That's why I want to see it in the comic styles more to compare it. But other than that, they look pretty good for a transformation. And one more thing I want to talk about is the paint. The Hulk here, paint job is pretty good by itself when it's a standalone, but when you compare it with a custom paint, you can just tell the difference. This is a lot more vibrant on the Venom here, and it just makes the Hulk look very dull. Not that it's bad or anything, being an older piece. All right, guys, that's it for the review of the custom 1/4 scale Venom transformation here. You guys seen all the details, what I think of it. Now I want to know what you guys think of it down in the comment. Also, they have another prototype of this piece at Titian Painter. She's working on the black version in a comic style. I cannot wait to see the final product on that one. Also, Ascent Studio has a lot more characters coming in this transformation line, so make sure you guys stay tuned for what's coming. Behind me here, you can see a lot of empty space because I got rid of all my X-Men line from XM Studios. I'm moving on to another direction right now. Anyways, thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one, bro. Peace.